Now, I know some of y'all can't stand it when I diss on Nana, but when she gets her just desserts, it feels so darn good because let's face it, the beginning of this episode really teed me off. Like, she played it smart. I enjoyed it. She did play it smart. But when she add on to the insult to injury, pouring the salt into the room and really digging her finger in there and twisting it, like, oh my god, you bitch. You bad bitch. How she like, I can hear her voice saying she's sorry. Like, really? You're a mind reader with scientific power. You read people's minds while they're alive, not when they're dead. That's a spiritual thing. That's hearing their spirit. So it's not you can hear people's minds. You can hear people's spirits. You hear their souls, their hearts, and stuff like that. You know, like Snow White from Magical Girl Raising Project. So Nana herself even has her own powers all mixed up. But of course, the cult of Nana follows her. And even with her clearing her name every time she's close to suspicion, it's still weird how she still has the title of leader. The fact that so many people have died on her watch. Sure, people believe in her, whatever. But at least take a title away from her because people are dying on her watch. I'm surprised no one has to come up saying, hey, I know you're innocent, but too many people are dying on your watch. I think we should choose someone else who will take a better course of action. Because what has Donna done since she's become the leader? She's become an actual real life politician. She has the power to do something, but she doesn't do anything with it, only for her own benefit. Just like a politician, baby. Well, anyways, like I'm saying, it would be better if she at least tried to act like a leader for the class, because they only come to her when things are freaking out. That's it. She doesn't do anything else. She doesn't try to tell the other students to do something. And she also use them to, spread them out and then kill them off, at least that way. But no. Of course, he'll have to swallow his pride. Like, oh man, I gotta shake her hand while he's figuring things out. Poor Kyoa. The situation between Kyoa and Nana really reminds me of Josuke and Kira from JoJo Bizarre Adventures Diamond is Unbreakable, where you have two characters, Josuke and Kira, where Josuke is that delinquent where not many people wanted to hang around with unless you truly know who he was. Other than that, people saw him as this punk, this guy who would just act like a bully and stuff. He looked like that in a way. Where Kira looked like a modeled average citizen, where he does his job. He looks well. He dresses nice. He wears fancy foods. He eats fancy foods. Not wear fancy foods, and he just does his normal life. People ignore him, or at least they are interested in him. And that's how it was. Kira was the guy going around killing people and getting away with it, Josuke was the dude who was trying to stop him. Which is very ironic, which is how it feels like. This does feel like I said, the series does feel like a JoJo Bizarre Adventures series with a hint of Among Us onto it as well. So where we have, I guess, the best Among Us player ever. Well, anyways, what I'm trying to say is that the situation feels very similar, in my opinion. That being said, Michiru starts acting a little funny around Nana, trying to get people to expose herself in a class by, saying what's inside the president, what's inside the president. And then he says, I can't read the mind because you have the thing on your back. Or saying, the love letter on her back. And I said, that's I'll give you that. Okay, sure. You get that one, Nana. You get that one. Because everyone was thinking it, I guess. And people didn't want to say anything about it. Okay. But honestly, that is true. You don't believe how many times I've seen stuff on people's backs, or people seen stuff on my back, and no one says a dang thing about it. Only that one good person will say something, hey, something on your back, and let you know. I gotta say is bless that person, and bless you who also do that as well. Because let's face it, I want to walk around with something on my back or my head, and no one says a damn thing about it. That's just being an asshole. Well, anyways, Michiru's acting kind of funny, only to expose that it is Jin. Jin is a dude who's been on the island for 5 years. This 5 years ago explains the mysteries of this island, where there's dead bodies somehow all over this island being dug up. And thanks to Yuka's, powers, they caused the Divided to rise, which Jin worked hard to bury the best way he could. So he explains what happened those years ago. A civil war broke out. So I'm guessing what happened was there was someone who was causing the deaths around the island, probably. But then the person left, and it was too late. People start acting superior. So it gets like these people, even though they have powers, even or it could be wrong, and even without someone like Nana there, it could be a possibility that their natural instinct is to seek destruction and dominance. The people with powers, especially. So in a way, they really are kind of way enemies of humanity. The fact that they all start fighting and killing each other so recklessly, and it showed in the war they had years ago, where the enemies of humanity was just destroying everyone. And even those they gave to the military as a power, they themselves turned against it. Like the power was given to them, and it just took over and started destroying humanity. So it's very interesting that how that happened. There's just no self control whatsoever. And fine, that makes a lot of sense. So of course, Nana poisoning the the coffee, and then what happens next. I like how it built up. All the flaws that Jin was doing was on purpose, and I've seen strategy like this on, and very few often I've seen people do this strategy where they show off their flaws, where they seem like they're just this loser or they're not good at anything. But when that one battle truly matters, they flip the switch and they punk the person. They completely punk their opponent. I say, no, all those it was bait to get you into this trap. And now that the main battle started, you about to see the real me. I like those kind of strategies. You lure your opponent in, or what Magician does sometimes where they pretend they make a mistake. The only mistake was part of the plan the entire time. Good job, Jin. So not only can Jin transform into things, but he can also use the powers of those people as well. He transformed into Jin to keep him from dying from the poison. Of course, he already healed the hand by transforming into Michiru, but he didn't heal it just yet. He put a badge on it, so it makes Nana thinks that he can't use the powers, which was very, very smart. So, yes, Jin used the powers while turning in. He is this world's Mystique. And you know who Mystique is? Mystique is that blue chick from X-Men and stuff. That's who she is. Pretty cool character. Sorry for all the yawning. If you believe it or not, the reason why I'm just reviewing this episode today is because yesterday I slept the whole day and I didn't even know it. I kid you not. I woke up at 3 a.m. 3 a.m. and I've been up ever since then. I didn't even knew I slept the entire day away. I came home around 8 something, took a shower, ate breakfast, went to sleep, woke up and dozed off every now and then. Then next thing you know, I woke up. The day was already done. It was already done, people. So I got my much needed rest, and I'm feeling like a fully charged energy battery. So, without further ado, Nana's got herself in a little corner. However, but it seems like this Jin guy really wants to make a deal with her. You know, in a way, I think he likes what Nana's doing. It seems like Nana's really going after the people who are really kind of douchebags in a way. Except for Nakajima. Nakajima didn't deserve that. But still, she's going. And plus the second guy. No one ever brings up the second guy, the dude who could go back in time. No one ever brings him up. He too was also a good guy as well. But he just was probably a strong sense of what he believed in. But that was it. Everyone else was kind of douchey. The guy who could take pictures, Yuka, and well, I can't really say much about the bully girls. They're just doing what normal humans do, but who knows? Their death was more of a plot of Kyoa trying to corner Nana more than anything, if you ask me. So I like to see how this turns out because man, things are getting interesting, and I think the next case is going to be one of the most. It's one that really got me into this series. The next case that happens is what gets me really into the series, and then it opens up into the second part of this manga. which is going to be really good. And that's why I'm hoping they give this series a season 2, because it's going to be that good. So anyways, that's all I got for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, and of course, hit that bell icon. I am saying things wrong today. This has been Background on Anime. Signing out.